Allah, nothing but Allah. Ba is the beginning of Bismillah. Ta is for taqwa, bewaring of Allah. And Tha is for thawab, a reward. Ja is for Jannah, the garden of paradise. Ha is for Hajj, the blessed pilgrimage. Kha is for Khatem, the seal of the prophethood given to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuhu. Alhamdulillah rabbil alameen. We thank you for joining us on this edition of Pathway to Jannah, coming to you from the studios of Ames Media Company Limited. We thank Allah so far. We've been broadcasting since the beginning of Ramadan till now, and we inshallah will hope to endure if only you also continue to support us on this program. Thanks to all our donors, all our partners, and all our sponsors for making us endure till now. You can also be part of it. On our bouquet today, we have regular programs and segments for you on Pathway to Jannah. Of course, we have a regular segment, Zakat and Sadaqah Foundation, The Criterion, Imam Ridwan Jamil, courtesy of Ibeji Foundation, where he's making his presentation on his literary work. Let's bring you the recitation of the Quran. When we come back, it will be time to ask that pertinent question in a way that you gain more knowledge in Islam. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
أولم يروا إلى الطير فوقهم صافات ويقبضن ما يمسكهن إلا الرحمن إنه بكل شيء بصير.
Do they not see the birds above them with wings outspread and sometimes folded in? None holds them aloft except the most merciful. Indeed, He is, of all things, seeing.
أَمَّنْ هَذَا الَّذِي هُوَ جُندٌ لَكُمْ يَنصُرُكُم مِّن دُونِ الرَّحْمَنِ إِنِ الْكَافِرُونَ إِلَّا فِي غُرُورٍ.
The theme of this lecture, as I see here, is life after death. And therefore, I will take it more from the point of view of the life, while I leave the lecturers to talk about what happens, the death, and what happens after death. And what crosses my mind immediately, Quran chapter 67, Surah Al-Mulk, the first two verses. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Tabaraka allazi biyadihi al-mulku wa huwa ala kulli shay'in qadir. Allazi khalaqa al-mauta wal hayata liyabluwakum ayyukum ahsanu amala wa huwa al-azizul ghafur. Says, blessed be He in whose hands is dominion, and He over all things has power. Now the second verse is the one that is more pertinent to this. He who created death and life, that He may try which of you is best indeed, and He is exalted in might, oft forgiving. So when we talk about life after death, how would we have lived the life before the death? And what is the essence of the Almighty saying He created life and death so that He may try which of us is best indeed? And the admonition is for us to live the best that we can here before we have the afterlife, which the lecturers will talk about. And I'll just give a few nuggets. Just a few things that we pick here and there. If we look at Surah Al-Ma'un, Quran chapter 107, says, have you seen him who denies the final judgment? Such is the man who repels the orphan with harshness and encourages not the feeding of the indigent So woe unto those who pray, but are mindful of their prayers. Those who only want to be seen by men, but refuse small acts of neighborly kindness. Àwọn tó ń kírun tí wọn ò nípa lára wọn, tó lè ṣàánú fáwọn èèyàn tó súnmọ́ wọn. Àwọn tó jẹ́ pé bóyá nu Ramadan nìkan wọ́n tẹ̀ ń ṣàánú. Tí Ramadan bá dẹ̀ ti tán, àánú tó tán síbẹ̀ náà nìyẹn. Woe unto those who pray, but are mindful of their prayers. I'm still talking about the perspective of life, leaving the lecturers to talk about what happens after.
أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. I say Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Still on our discussion about zakat items, we were discussing the payment of zakat on some items, and today inshallah I want to discuss zakat of animal. We can call it zakat of livestock. There are some 3 or 4 animals upon which Muslims who keep them must pay zakat. These are camels. If we have them up to 5, then you pay zakat. And the zakat on 5 camel is 1 sheep. Then if you have cow, you keep cows. If you have up to 30 or 40, you pay zakat on them. If it is 30, you pay zakat of a cow that is up to 1 year. A 1 year cow, you pay it on 30. If it is 40, you pay a 2-year-old cow as zakat on 40. Ditto if you have about 100 of 40 of sheep and goat up to 100, you pay 1 as a zakat. According to the jurists, they help in the calculation of zakat of livestock a lot. People like Imam Malik, Shafi'i, Ahmad bin Ambali, and others, they draw tables for this. That is, if you have 5 to 9 camels, you still pay 1 sheep. You have between 10 and 14 camels, you pay 2 sheep as zakat. You have between 15 and 19 camels, you pay 3 sheep as zakat. If you have between 20 and 24 camels, you pay 4 sheep as a zakat. But if you are having up to 25 camels and 35, your zakat is what they call 1 bintu mahad, that is a 1-year-old she camel. A 1-year-old she camel. If you are having between 36 and 45, you pay a 2-year-old she camel. If you are having between 46 and 60 camels, you pay 1 hikah, and that is a 3-year-old she camel entering the 4th year. If you are having it between 91 and 120, you are paying 2 3-year-old she camels. And upon every addition of either 40 or 50, you'll be paying a 3-year-old she camel or 4-year-old she camel. Inshallah, we'll stop over that and we'll continue inshallah when else we have opportune time to discuss zakat. We say Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Whatever you give for the interest to increase within the wealth of people will not increase with Allah. But what you give in zakat, desiring the countenance of Allah, those are the multipliers. Quran 30 verse 39. Zakat and Sadaqah Foundation has made it easy to fulfill your 3rd pillar of Islam. Zakat, the often forgotten pillar of Islam, purifies and multiplies your wealth when paid appropriately. Zakat and Sadaqah Foundation takes the burden off you by calculating, collecting, and distributing your zakat and sadaqah to the needy. Entrust your zakat payment to the Zakat and Sadaqah Foundation today and be assured of the right handling and Allah's multiple barakah. Visit our office at Suite 10 Tafawa Balewa Square, East Pavilion, Lagos. Telephone 081-181-93599 or 081-181-93603. Website zakatandsadaqah.org.ng. Email info@zakatandsadaqahfoundation.org.ng. Zakat and Sadaqah Foundation, bridging the gap between the rich and the poor and creating socio-economic balance.
This is Muslima's Delight Sect. Okay. You can check the sauce if it is ready to.
Let me have this spoon.
We still want to allow it to cook for a while.
Yes.
We can check on our items on the burner now, but we
Okay.
have our locust beans here. What have you done to it?
I've tried to wash it, so I need to pour the water inside the boiling beef and the locust in the sauce.
Help you. This is still simmering. Let's reduce the heat here and add the locust to the sauce. Remember, there may be some sand underneath, so be careful. Just pick them up gradually. Okay. 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 Just allow it to simmer a bit. All the vegetables are going to go in there. What else do we need to? You want to
The
add
salt,
seasoning?
the salt and the seasoning.
Okay, go ahead. For me, I can do without the seasonings. Put enough salt. Okay. We have quite a bit of vegetables here.
You know, we've added some of the salt
Okay,
in
yes,
the
that's true.
so
There's some sweetener there. So you allow it to dry up a bit. I think at this junction we cannot add the sauce, the meat
in
to
the
the
sauce.
sauce.
Okay.
This is our sauce garnished with locust beans. Can turn off the heat there. Okay, can you pour it? I'll just add it gradually. We have the grilled meat, that is the guinea fowl. We have goat meat there. We have the boned fish, and then of course crayfish to season it. Then locust beans. Remember, we are preparing vegetable soup that you can also choose to call efo riru. This pot may be inadequate. But you know, by the time this vegetable boil, they will depress and compress. Okay, so you can just turn it. Okay. Our sauce mixed with the protein
Yes.
would have cooked enough for us to add the vegetable now. Remember, vegetable should be the last thing.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so let's check and lower the heat so we don't get ourselves injured. Okay, that's that. So the first that goes in is the ugu,
Yes.
the strongest of the vegetables. Let's go. Just add it. Okay, so you can use the spoon to turn it. That is the pumpkin leaves in there. You just allow that to cook for about 2 minutes. And then we add other vegetable. So we allow that to simmer for a while. Okay, I think it's boiled enough now. Like I said, it's not good to overboil the vegetable. So this is spinach going in now to join the ugu in the pot of vegetable soup. We are delighting you this Ramadan. Go do same to your family. Remember that water must have drained underneath, so avoid allowing water to join what's the other things in the this vegetable will also turn liquid and add water to the soup. So you avoid that. Okay, good. Before you do much of the turning, let's add the shoko.
It's Ramadan. It's okay to share what you love.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Still gift galore on our quiz segment on Pathway to Jannah. And I have one of the recipients here. Assalamu alaikum, Brother Kolawale. Please come over. Okay, now as you come in, just tell us what question did you answer?
Yeah, the question was how many takbir do we have in Salat Janazah?
Salatu Janazah. Okay, so how many takbir?
We have 4 takbir in Salat Janazah.
Okay, but what I want to bring out is, you know, normal salat, there are a lot of movements.
Yes.
You sit down, you stand up.
Yes.
That's
so
where I'm going to.
Yes, ma. In Salat Janazah, that means there's no bowing down. That is ruku.
Okay.
And there's no sujud.
That's what I want to.
All is done in standing.
Okay, thank you for enlightening and educating us. That's the essence of this segment. Katia, as sponsor of this segment, that is Cowbell Range, is in addition to what you have won before. All right, and they are ably supported by, you know, Right Foods. They have halal sausage here. I think, actually, the only company that produces halal sausage. You know what halal is, right?
Yes, halal.
Halal, permissible.
Halal.
Okay, yes. Bye, yo. This is what it is.
Thank you, ma.
All right, and then, of course, this is from Starlink. In addition to what you've won before, this is a bag of rice for you, okay? Starlink Global and Idea Limited. We're not done. Right Food says, enjoy your Ramadan with their drinks. Okay, that is and then, of course, water from Right Food, one of the things recommended for fasting, either during Sahur or Iftar. So what do you have to say?
I say Jazakumullah khairan to all the donors and to the AIMS Media Company Limited.
Thank you very much for thanking us. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. This is our quiz segment powered by Cowbell Range, products of Promasidor. Thank you very much for ensuring that our viewers get benefits for whatever they answer from this question. Our star prize is still on. A whole bag of rice, which we hope that other things will complement it if only you can donate. Remember that last year we got a sewing machine courtesy of Bomara Foundation, Haja Bola Muse. Probably she will also give us something to complement that bag of rice. Do watch out for the question. Now there's a portion of Surah Al-Baqarah that says, Sumun, Bukumun, just complete it for me and tell me the portion, this exact verse of Surah Al-Baqarah, and of course the translation. It's not yet the double barrel question, no, but at least you should try and as that acknowledge a bit. Complete that sentence, that verse, and say the translation. Of course, you stand a chance. Maybe I will give you a lot more, you know, gift items if you're able to do that. Just send your answer to the number on the screen and you stand a chance to win, you know, from the gift items that we have left. It's gradually receding, hoping that it will be replenished so that more people can benefit, because this segment is now bridging the gap between the have and have-nots. That's our show today. The only way to continue to watch this program is to join us tomorrow again for another edition, inshallah, bi kudratillah. We shall bring you fresh edition from the studios of Ames Media Company Limited. Thanks again to all our sponsors, all our partners, and all our donors. See you tomorrow, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.
أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله
Every second I live, every penny I give is just for you. Every breath I breathe, every trace I leave is just for you. Every second I live, every penny I give is just for you. Every breath I breathe, every trace I leave is just for you.